Yep, no
I have a
problem.
fighting chance in a rat race where the referee's son started way in advance. But still, you live in the American dream. Silk PJ sheets and down pillows. Who the fuck would wanna wake up? You got it good like hot sex after the breakup. Your 4-car garage is just more space to take up. You even bought your mom a new whip, scrapped the jalopy. $1,000 habit, $1 million hobby. You a success story. Everybody wanna copy, but few work for it. Most get jerked for it. If you think that you
I thought most people gave kind of like the easy answer. Like, well, for one thing, we were only doing street interviews and we were asking a few questions. Each interview was like a couple minutes long, so people didn't really have time to get into like what they really thought. So they probably gave answers that they felt, were, generally accepted answers and
safe.
Yeah, exactly. Safe answers is a good word.
One of the things that I was thinking about was the phenomenon of us being there, holding a camera, telling them that we're going to ask them questions about America in a culture and society where it has been, especially since 9/11, ultra important to show patriotism and be really loyal, to your country and not to, say anything bad about the states, all this stuff. Perhaps there's something about us being there filming that made them feel like, well, I don't know where this is gonna go.
Is this for school? Man, I'm not gonna mess up y'all project.
No, this is what we need. We want people's their real opinions about the United States and about the culture. To say, because for example, people say it's a free country.
Yeah, but
what do you think about it that doesn't make it free?
that doesn't make it free. Just, see now y'all got everybody coming over thinking I'm fine. Oh, okay, they went to school. Okay.
What sort of answers would you, if you had to answer some of those different questions, what sort of things would you characterize America by?
I think when you look at it, America is actually a great country. I mean, it's the one place in the world where people from all over the world are, kind of together in one place. And it's not like that, and I've done a lot of traveling in other parts of the world, and I've seen a lot of problems in other countries in the world. And America's problems, even though it does have problems, are nothing compared to problems in other countries.
Probably one of the biggest issues that America is facing is greed, in a sense. Telling everybody, get as much as you can get, look out for number one, this selfish, individualistic, kind of push to make sure that your life is the best that it can be. And the kind of, rampant, adherence to capitalism as almost a religion as opposed to simply an economic system meant to sustain a country.
That game plan, I'm not satisfied. The poor get work, the rich get richer. The world gets worse, do you get the picture? The poor gets dead, the rich get depressed. The ugly get mad, the pretty get stressed. The ugly get violent, the pretty get gone. The old get stiff, the young get stepped on. Whoever told you that it was all good lies, so throw your fists up if you're not satisfied.
Really the central question that I want to get at in this documentary is, do Americans think that this is a diverse country that's very accepting of everyone, and that we're starting to move towards a community that is accepting of our diverse backgrounds? Or are we a nation that really is just, one typical image of what it means to be American? And if that's the case, what does that look like?
The ugly get mad, the pretty get stressed. The ugly get violent, the pretty get gone. The old get stiff, the young get stepped on. Whoever told you that it was all good lies, so throw your fists up if you're not satisfied.
Let me tell you what you want to hear. tell you the truth.
What you believe? Yeah, we want the truth.
America is bullshit. And I mean, I'm from Germany, so I mean, I just wish I can go back to Germany. I don't like America.
Yeah.
Well, that's the truth. That is the truth. I do not like America.
How you doing, Play? You got a minute, son? You want to answer a couple questions from my man's film project? All you gotta do is tell us what you think about America.
I mean,
It's cool. It's cool. All right. I mean, you can keep it real too. Like we're not gonna tell on you or anything like that. You know, we want the real. We want the truth.
Like what truth?
Truth from your opinion, your experience. So when someone says America, what do you think about?
Land of the free, home when I got you, nigga. Yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing free. You know what I'm saying? Life ain't free. You gotta work for everything, man. You know?
Are you not interested in answering questions for a video documentary?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, great, thank you. These are just some students stream.
Japan?
Pardon?
Are they from Japan?
Do you mind if I put this mic on you?
No.
You don't mind? Great. All right.
Hello?
Right off the bat.
Do I have to talk and do it like this?
Not too horribly, no. When you hear the word America, what do you think?
The American flag, George Bush, New York. Wow, terrorism, Middle East, no, Middle America, football, and Barack Obama. That's just right now.
My country.
Just uniting people as, you know, one nation, one of the better nations, I might add, in that, you know, it's a great place to be. I wouldn't live anywhere else but here.
Do you like it here a lot?
Yeah, I do, actually.
What do you like?
Well, I mean, just the freedom. After all you hear about, you know, issues around the world, you really think like, wow, I'm kind of glad to live in America. And you wonder why people always want to cross the border to try to get here. Just because it's a easier way of living. You can really better yourself in certain aspects, if I would say.
Typical American. It was a little difficult because you have your initial like stereotype, what you think of from the media. You think of, you know, Family Guy, you think of Simpsons, you think of middle class suburbia. But more people live in cities than anywhere else in America. So that's the mode. So actually, a typical American is somebody who's probably in a suburb, middle class, middle to lower class. More and more, America is becoming more poor, and the discrepancy between wealth and poverty is growing.
A typical American?
Yeah.
Well, when I first moved here, I thought Americans were loud, rude, not very courteous, but that's what I was comparing to the Chinese culture, because, you know, you invite an American to your house and they kind of just walk in, plop down on your couch, put their feet up, open your fridge, help themselves, whereas in Asian countries, like, you have to be invited, you take your shoes off, like, it's a lot more polite and but it's just a different culture. But now I just think Americans are just opinionated, still loud, friendly, talkative.
I think there's some characteristics that define Americans.
Yeah, a lot of contradictory characteristics. If you're talking to a foreigner, well, regardless of whether you're talking to a foreigner, a large portion of the Americans are very misinformed, very uninformed about anything international politics. I think Americans are very safe. Americans are very entitled, feel very entitled to safety and, I don't know, prosperity. Other American characteristics are hard workers and conservatism.
Freedom is one thing that I know people in America probably find the same feelings about in common, you know? So I would say that.
Yeah, because we have like a civic religion based on democracy where people, you know, they believe in the country, they believe, for the most part, in the amendments, you know, like freedom of speech, First Amendment, all that. They believe that, you know, respecting your neighbor, respecting your others, that's important. So they kind of have a Christianity, the golden rule flowing through things, like it's in our education system, all that. And then we have common values, very materialistic values. We value autonomy. We value, like, individuals, you know, you should be the best. It's not very much of a team country. It's definitely like the man out for themselves country.